Welcome to another episode of Bargain Saturdays, and I suppose it's time to cover the Giant King. I have to admit, I have a soft spot for giant robots. After all, I grew up with Gundam Wing, so giant robots have a certain appeal, and maybe one day I'll talk about that series on this channel. I do have the complete collection, sorry there, and I do have the special edition of Gundam Wing Endless Waltz, though I don't think I've ever seen a regular edition of that film, to be honest. Even when I saw a copy in Goodwill, it was the special edition copy I have. Okay, obviously it wasn't the one exactly as I have, because I have it, at home, and this was someone else's copy they donated, but you know what I mean. As far as the Giant King goes, it's a very middle-of-the-road kind of film, I guess, overall. It's just average. It's not too painful to sit through, usually. There's a few parts that drag, way too much as far as I'm concerned. Especially near the ending with the giant climactic fight between Pinky and Zork, where you have Pinky fighting now for free will because she learned from Zork the joys of wanting to pursue your dreams and break away from your programming to be your own robot and say, screw that pre-programmed crap that says I have to be, a BowBot or something. I'll go be a school teacher or a mom and fall in love with somebody and all that stuff. Like, just do what you want, follow your dreams, But the fight feels like it drags on for almost half an hour, 45 minutes. And I know it's not actually that long, but it just goes on way longer than it needed to. And with Pinky constantly shouting, Zork, you're not like this, man. You're not like this at all. Don't give in to Mother Ram. You gotta fight for yourself. You gotta break free and be a school teacher like you want to be. You gotta follow your dreams. And of course, Zork's given into fear and control, and Mother Ram's just using him to beat the ever-loving crap out of Pinky. And it's just like, oh, jeez. Like, I know how it's going to end. It's going to be a happy ending, because every other movie in this film has a happy ending. Like, you can have a collection like this and then throw in one with a really sad ending that's super depressing. You're like, no, it has to end on a happy note. I mean, it would have been maybe somewhat depressing if Zork had broken free from the programming altogether and finally was able to be truly free and then died as the cost of it to give that freedom to all other robots. But the fact that he survives means it has a very cliche ending, which you could argue is another point against the film itself, that it has, a very typical plot and ends in a very typical fashion with it. Free will trumps destiny, and that's usually how it goes with a lot of films. You can escape your predestined fate if you try hard enough. And that's what we get here, so there's no real surprises when it comes to what ultimately happens for the ending. I guess there's anything else that really bugged me about the film at one point is just how illogical it was that Zork could climb a tower to the sky in order to stop the sun, and somehow stopping the sun would stop time. One, that's not how time works. Two, he's climbing the tower at one point with suction cups. I mean, suction cups so small that your bathroom plunger has a bigger suction cup on it than he was using to climb the tower. Like, those must be the strongest suction cups known to man. Or we're going with cartoon logic here. And yeah, I know, it's meant to be some epic moment, considering he has to go through, like, video game series traps at the tower at one point in order to get to the top, in order to stop the sun, stop time, in order to save Pinky's life. Because he's got to prevent that bomb from going off at noon. So the only way to do it? Stop the sun. Yeah. But you also get a lot of your usual lessons, that some goals in life are just some dreams are just harder to follow than others and stuff like that. So I guess you gotta argue it has a lot of good messaging in it, but the pacing leaves a lot to be desired at points. Not all the points, but when it does rear its ugly head, it's agonizing to sit through sometimes. But yeah, overall, I'd say it's a enjoyable enough film. Just, bring a few snacks or something to enjoy while you're watching, because at 102 minutes, it's a pretty lengthy sit already. And when it feels like it's dragging, well, I guess don't be afraid to press fast forward, but if you have some snacks, it might make it a bit more durable. Until next time, then. See ya.
What? Oh, great.